exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. So, first of all, it's looking at you intensely from afar. And like I said, it could be at work, it could be a group of friends, it could be somebody in your circle, but this person is kind of looking at you. You know, it's like they're staring at you, and it feels like you don't know how to respond to this because it's so intoxicating. This person is so attractive, and they want to know all about me. They want to know all about the struggles I've had in life. They want to know all about that, all the details of that. And they seem as if they want to get to know me. This stare becomes closer and closer and closer, until this stare is right into your kind of soul here. And you cannot ignore it, because this person just wants to, you know, kind of engulf your soul. And you don't know whether to be frightened of this stare or excited by this stare, but this attention that this person is giving you, they are making you the centre of their world. Okay, the centre of their world. So intense. And it's like, you know, it's like one of those romantic movies, and it's like living out in your life here, and you can't believe it. You feel butterflies in your stomach, you start to feel shaky, because this person has just got this, you know, this stare right into your soul, and it's like they're looking into your soul, and it feels as if this person knows you, like a spiritual kind of connection. Now the next move here, going back to this first beginning here of this relationship, is they actually move closer, and they will say closer and closer, and they will say, I can't stop thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. We've been talking for months, and I know everything about you. It's like I've known you all my life, and I'm sorry, I can't help myself here. Please go out with me. Let's go out. Let's get out of here. Let's go somewhere together alone. And can we just talk? Can we just spend some time together? And this stare continues, and this stare is very kind of like fixated on you, and it's to reach into your vulnerable side, which is your child side. And you've always waited and wanted somebody like this, and wanted a relationship like this. This is the only, you know, you see these kinds of relationships in movies. So you feel yourself getting excited. You feel, good God, I'm kind of falling for this person, because they've worked so slowly on you. They've watched your every move. So you decide to go on a date, and let's spend some time together. Let's spend the afternoon together. And I can guarantee you it's always the afternoon, because I wouldn't be surprised if this person has not got a main partner, and you are the new shiny new thing the shiny new thing that does not know them, that does not know anything about them. And you know, that's like sacred to the narcissist. You are fresh, you are new, and you know, it's all exciting. And they actually they really take it slowly, because what they're doing is grooming you. They want you to think that they are the most perfect boyfriend, everything that you've been looking for, and it's happening so fast, so fast. It's like they've worked slowly on you to pull you in, but once they kind of pull you in, it's like they start to work fast on this relationship. You know, they will buy you a rose, do all these romantic gestures. They're very bold in their gestures too, and they say all the right words to you. They're very, very charming. And you think to yourself, no one has ever treated me like this before in my life. And this is what you're thinking. And they make sure that the first kiss is the most sensitive kiss. And they make you wait for that first sensitive kiss too. So their kiss is so soft, so intimate, so they try to make it the best kiss that you've ever had. And they will agree to everything that you say. And you know, they will say to you, you're amazing. I've never met anyone like you. You like all the things that I like. You know, I like all the things that you like, and everything that you like, I like too. I just can't believe this. It's like fate. It's like we're fated. You know, we've been brought together. It's like fate. And as you're hearing these words, you're actually starting to fall in love. And they leave having sex with you until they know, they can see it in your eyes that you're starting to idealize them, okay, to be your perfect man. And you start to say words like, yeah, I think this is lovely too. I think you're such a lovely person. And they want this, you know, you actually want this feeling to keep going, to last forever. You feel that you've met your soulmate. And then they say to you, let's go out to dinner. Let's go to dinner, or we can cook at your place. And so there is all these candlelit dinners together, looking at each other across the table. You may notice also that they spend a lot of time meeting up with you in the daytime, and then they arrange a dinner date. Okay, you go on a dinner date, and you start to hold their hand, and they take you to these lovely restaurants. And you then say, you know, why don't you come back to my place and I can cook you dinner? And because you feel like you have known this person all your life, you're thinking, God, this person is my soulmate. This person is my soulmate. This person understands everything about me. And you hear these words like, I wanted to do something really, really special with you. I want to take my time. I know you are the most perfect woman for me, and I wanted to take my time. I didn't want to rush this, so I don't want to seem forward, but and you're saying, but what, and you're saying, and then you're saying, well, you know, why don't you come to my place and I'll cook dinner? Because by this point, this person has groomed you for about two months max, okay? They don't take any longer than that. It's 2 months max with this love bombing stage, or 3 months at the most if they really want to groom you and work on you. So after these lovely dinners out at restaurants, okay, and a lot of these are lunches too, because don't forget, as I said, many of these people have already got partners, or they could be married. So you say, yeah, why not come back to my place? And this narcissist will say, well, I can always sleep on the sofa, it's not a problem. Okay, so you end up, he comes back to your place, and it's always your place, guys. It's always your place, because the narcissist wants to see what you've got financially, okay, to see if you're worth this full investment here. So you go back to yours after dinner, or you may have cooked a dinner, and you end up, you know, oh, I'm okay, I'll sleep on the sofa, but you say no, and you know, your passion is so high with all this excitement and all this attention and flattery and, you know, all this idealization. Like you're such a perfect woman for me, look at your body, you're amazing, that you end up sleeping together and having sex. And they are so attentive in bed, and they will pull all the stops out in the bedroom to make you feel so amazingly attractive, and they will really be great in bed. The next day, after sleeping together, it's like, wow, that was amazing, and you go for an afternoon stroll, you know, to the local nature reserve or something. We'll go to your favourite place. What's your favourite place? Always asking you what your favourite things are and your favourite place, and it's like, oh, I love that nature reserve, let's go there, let's go for a lovely walk together. And you know, you can't believe your luck, and it's like, this is my soulmate, this is my soulmate, and I can't believe how fantastic this is. And the narcissist will be starting to ask you about what you kind of looking for in the future. And it's like another one of those movie sketches again. And it's like, well, I'd love to have children. I'd love to get married, and I want to get married. I want to marry my soulmate. And you can't believe it. You know, you can't believe, it's like, oh wow, this person is everything that I've looked for in a person. Before you know it, he's asking you to marry him after about a month of sleeping together. And before you know it, he's bought you an engagement ring. And I love you. I want you to, I know this is not an expensive ring, but it'll do until I get you a proper ring. Will you marry me? I love you. I've never met anybody like you. You're amazing. I love you to pieces. You know that I love you to pieces. And I want to be with you. I want to be with you. Please, please marry me. And you know, they've got this ring for you, and before you know it, you're saying, yes, I'll marry you. And I think overall you've possibly known this person or started a relationship with this person for about 3 months, and already you're getting engaged to this person. So what does this all mean, guys? This love bombing phase here. Let's have a look. So you kind of look back at this phase with, you know, I was so in love. And this is where they form this attachment with you. They form an attachment. It's grooming, guys. It's grooming. They are grooming you, or they were grooming you to then abuse you. If you look at it like that, like they were grooming you like a predator, because that's what it is. Narcissists do not have any empathy or compassion. They were grooming you like a predator to abuse you, and they know exactly what they're doing. Okay. Why do they do this? Because they always have to have that shiny new toy. They're like 7-year-olds in like a man's or a woman's body, and they will always get bored, and they always want that shiny new toy. And at the love bombing stage, you are that shiny new toy. You are that new fresh new supply that they need. It's like they need that fresh supply, like they need air. Somebody who does not know them, somebody who's going to fall for their fake kind of persona, and this fantasy kind of world. They try to pull you in on a fantasy world because they are, you know, they live in fantasy land. They want to be this perfect person. So you actually adore them. So you actually adore them, looking at them, you know, falling in love with this person. Wow, this is the best. Having great sex together. They want you to be like that, because what that gives a narcissist is narcissistic supply. What is narcissistic supply? Well, it's when a narcissist needs validation to actually function in this world. Without this validation, they are just an empty shell. They're running on empty. They're running on empty. Like most of us, normal people are running on at least half full, but they are running on empty, and they have to get their fuel of adoration and validation, because they are lacking, guys. They are lacking. They don't have they don't have any kind of identity of their own, and it's very difficult to get your head around this. But they know exactly what they're doing in the love bombing stage. what they're doing is copying your identity, pretending that they like everything that you like, mirroring you, sort of mirroring you, and so that you become obsessed with them and fall in love with them. Now they wouldn't be able to do this with someone who's very kind of aware of narcissistic individuals. They would not be able to do that with people that are kind of awoken to this, but they can do this to people who are vulnerable and are looking for love. So that's like, I'm not having a go at single mothers, but this is like single mothers that are finding it difficult to find a great man. Women in marriages that are not happy. They also target them because they can pretend to be the perfect man, you know, that their husband isn't, or their boyfriend isn't. You know, they're going to make sure that they are much better than your husband or any boyfriend that you're seeing at that time. And it's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's manipulation, and it's a lie. They're pathological liars and manipulators. And you know, this staring bit, this staring at you to actually fall for them, the narcissistic stare, that goes on for a long time. If it's in the workplace and they have got like, it's like a honeypot to them. It's like a boy in a sweet shop or a girl in a sweet shop, and it's like, oh, I don't want that one, I want that one, and you know, I think I'll go for that one. So they may be doing this to a number of people all at the same time, and you don't know it, and they triangulate to each other in the workplace to try to make the other person jealous, because what they're doing is, it's something that you're not aware of, because they're staring at you like so adoringly that you're kind of believing it. They're also doing it to another girl in the office or in the workplace, but they don't show you that they're doing it. And so this other person is thinking, oh gosh, that person's my soulmate. I can't believe how they are looking at me. You know, I just can't believe it. It's just, I think this person is, I'm falling for this person. They understand all about my problems at home. They understand everything about me, what I've been through, my abusive husband, they know all of that. And they just sit and listen. I've never met anybody. So they're staring at somebody else, and what they do is pretend they're not staring at either of you, to triangulate you. So the narcissist has got a number of work colleagues chasing and vying for his attention or her attention. So of course that's going to make all of these girls jealous of each other, or men kind of thinking, hang on a minute, I like her, you keep your hands off there. Okay, so there is all this, and they like that. They design this. It's all by design, guys. It's all by design, and they do it to they do this deliberately, and it's all to get that gas tank filled up that's empty. The little boys who didn't get, and little girls, little boys who didn't get that love and attention from mummy or daddy, and it's like they are living in a grown-up body, looking for mummy and daddy's validation all the time, because when they were younger they had to push that all away, their need for validation, and it's never gone away. It just left them like a hollow shell with no with no empathy and no compassion for anyone. They don't care. They just want to get that source of supply, that validation. They don't care who they're hurting. What's important to them is that they actually get adored. And their false sense of self, which is this fake person that they put on at the beginning as a great person, this amazing, loving, attentive person that you would never meet in a million years, because they're more than perfect. It's all a lie, guys. It's a lie. That's their fake persona. They put on this mask and they pretend to be somebody else. And also they're looking for what is your perfect person, because they've already asked you at the grooming stage, okay, where they're getting to know you, what what you want in life, what you're looking for. They don't have to look far, guys. There's people out there that are lonely, that are vulnerable. There's also women out there which are single. They think they're misogynistic too. If it's a man, if it's a woman, they're pretty heartless. But if it's a man, they're misogynistic. They're women haters. They don't care about you. And it's like they're after money, your assets. They're after your money. They're after your assets. They're making sure that you've got, bricks and mortar and money. So that's a biggie, is money. And they push you to cross boundaries to see, that in the relationship they will ask you for money to see how far, they have got you kind of exactly where they want you. So it's assets, it's what car you've got, it's what house you've got, it's what money you've got. They don't care about you as a person, as you're an object to them. You're an object. Just an object, like a utensil that they would use, or like an appliance. They like a washing machine. They see you as like an object. They don't see you as like flesh and blood, with any feelings, with a heart, with that you would ever kind of get hurt. Because you see, narcissists don't get hurt because they don't have an inner core, they don't have an inner shell. They are very empty, an empty void with nothing. It's nothingness inside. It's absolutely nothingness. So I will, with the next episode, I will be looking at when the fake mask starts to slip, guys, and then what happens. So at this point and stage here in the relationship, it's the love bombing stage, and they do this to keep you locked down, because this is what they're going to toy with you with and taunt you with, is this amazing person you met at the beginning, that you're not ever going to meet somebody like that again. You could be a woman of like I don't know, 25, doesn't matter how old you are, and this guy is like a George Clooney lookalike, and he's 55, and you're say 29, with 2 very small children, okay, but your partner left you, ditched you with 2 kids. You probably have 2 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, and this narcissist talked to you at work, found out that you've been through some really hard times, and they're around 55, and he's just saying, and he's so wonderful and so lovely to you, that you don't see the age, gap, and you ignore it and think, well, he's a really nice person. But what they're playing with here and manipulating you with is your naivety. the fact that you are half their age. There's no age boundaries. They're looking at that you are a single mother at 25 or 20, whatever age you are, and you struggle alone. They see your vulnerabilities, that you are looking for a decent man who's going to support you and your children. And this narcissist comes along and sees all of your vulnerabilities and naivety and starts to act like that perfect man who's going to be a great father to your children. This is how evil they are, guys. This is how evil they are. They've possibly got a long-suffering wife at home or girlfriend who doesn't know that you're going out for lunches and the odd dinner date, and you don't even know about them, or if you do know about them, they have told you a cock and bull story that, oh, she doesn't understand me, she's just horrible to me, she shouts at me, she's so cruel, when really it's not like that at all. You're actually suffering because you've seen that, the person at home has seen the mask drop and has seen the true person behind that mask, and because of that he's looking for a new supply, which is you, okay, which is you. So I hope that's helped you to understand the love bombing stage, and this stage is to lock you down. It's to get you addicted to, oh yeah, well, let's not forget this, it's to get you addicted to them, so you chase them, so you beg them to come back, because there's nobody else on this planet like you. And that's what they're planning, guys. They know what they're doing. They're grooming you. They're a predator, and they're grooming you to abuse you, to see what they can get out of you, okay, to see how far they can push this, to see, are you going to be my A grade supply, or are you going to be one of my secondary supplies, which I can come and visit you for a booty call now and again and give you all this bullshit here, and because you're so vulnerable and green that you will just, you will take anything, because you're so addicted to me now, that because I've done this to you, I've groomed you, and I've tapped into your vulnerabilities. I know you're going to be there for a long time, at least 7 years, before you let me go and realise that I am a narcissist. Gonna leave it there, guys, okay? Join me for the next session, where I'm going to cover when the mask drops, okay? Take care, look after yourself, and bye for now. Bye bye.